and welcome everyone to this more Fuzz interview. I'm your host, Mr. Momo, and I have with me Raphaël and Remi from Tremor Ama to discuss about their first LP, Beneath, out on June 11th. So how are you guys doing?
Pretty fine.
Well, too.
Thank you for agreeing to do this. As I said, it's not enough. We don't have enough opportunities to do live interviews like this, so it's great that we can do it with you guys. So your first EP, Tremor Ama, which was self-titled, was out in December 2017, so quite a long time ago.
Yep.
So what took you so long?
What took us so long? Simply our first EP was a first shot for us and the rest of the band to try to make music, make small CD.
To work
at
with
first.
sound?
Yeah, to get along with each other musically speaking. And this album we have some change, and we wanted to explore each individuality, musically speaking, between each member of the band, because we have some different backgrounds musically. It could be
different influences too.
Yeah. Of course, the major influences of stoners, like Dop's Row, I don't know, even
Sleep, Cayuse.
a bit of everything.
Yeah.
Great, well. And who's composing the songs, mostly?
Everyone, I would say. I don't know a single song where no one have put his little thing in it. Mostly it will be two persons who will try to make a piece together, and everyone will get along and say, we could change the rhythm, or maybe the drum would do that. Even Maxime, the drummer, would a lot say to me, Remi, try this on the guitar. He plays a lot of guitar, he's very good as well. So he takes my guitar, he shows me, or I will say to Maxime, try to do or something like that. And even Raphaël, he would pick the guitar and say, can we try this, guys, or maybe that? And
Normally someone bring a riff, and we choose to keep it once someone else find another color, a thing that's
match with it.
Match and bring another dimension, I think, to make something new that they simply riff, and I think it's like that we work.
Yeah, we don't have someone who comes, hey guys, here is a song.
No.
Okay. So it's an iteration process, right?
We do a lot of iteration when we are composing. We try it in rehearsal, then we go on the computer, we record it, we send it on the internet. Hey guys, listen to it. Yeah, maybe we could do that. Yeah, let's try it next rehearsal. Yeah, I'm gonna try something out.
That's why we are long.
Yeah, we are very long because I think we are debating about every note of every song in an album. Every note has its place, and we can argue between us for hours for just the notes, because we want to have something nice. And a bit of me and Simon, and even Kevin and Maxime would come as well sometimes and, why do you say that? And we were like, it's a bit complicated, it's a feeling about... I don't understand. And another iterations goes on.
Yeah.
So, a lot of iteration. That's good. That's the perfect word for it. Iteration.
Iterations, yeah. So what is Beneath about? Is there a common theme to the album? Is there something you want to express through the album, or is it just songs that you put together anyway, or...
From the team? From
the team perspective.
At the beginning, we didn't have a team on the album, and when we work on,
that was a bit complicated, like Raphael says, because we didn't have a plan to have a whole team, and we didn't have a concept album. But at the end, when we put all the things together, we felt like there is really something about a small link between everything. if I would say the link could be introspection, talking about general feeling of life, because we are about the same age in every member of the band. We're beginning our 30s, so we experience some of the same things. So we tend to talk a bit about it.
Yeah.
Matters of life.
Yeah. All the lyrics were written before the pandemic.
Yeah.
But I think they are actual.
Yeah, maybe because you are talking about bad and little sad feelings, little moment of depression, of anxiety. So it was
A lot of anxiety.
a lot of anxiety. Indeed.
Because of the society, because of the people, because of
society,
ourselves,
emotions, life.
because a lot of things. Yeah.
So it matched a lot with the current events of the pandemic, anxiety, missing persons, missing things, saying goodbyes to former things like gigs and happy stuff with friends, social gathering, etc. So yeah, it matched a little bit. So it's good. It's for the people who will be listening it, they will maybe feel like, yeah, that makes sense. That's a general opinion, I guess.
Yeah, I think too.
Okay, great. And so, how would you define your sound, yourselves? What do you play?
The big fucking question. What do we play? We play
It's often
psychedelics.
it's often complicated to put barriers on styles or music that we make ourselves.
Yep.
Because it's difficult to ourselves to
It's difficult to express to someone who is into the small scene. Are we doing some psychedelic post-progressive stoner or something like that? And it's even difficulter to explain it to regular people. Yeah. Are you playing hard rock? Yeah, not quite. You playing metal? Not quite. You're playing rock? Not sure. So, yeah,
a big mix.
there is a big mix of, I guess, a bit of psychedelic, but it's something that could sound psychedelic to others. It's something different to us. I'm really thinking about the intro of Mirrors.
Yeah.
This thing, it could be a bit psychedelic, but for me, it's serrative music. Like I forgot the name. Steve Reich.
Steve Reich.
I got inspired by a song of Steve Reich, the classical composer. So it's a bit different, but there is some progressive things. There is some stoner things. We have main stoner riffs,
for sure.
but most of all, I would think fuzz music.
Yeah, fuzz music.
Fuzz music, because it could go from Kaius to Ty Segall to everything with a fuzz. I guess it's really the main thing. Simon and I are using fuzzes.
Together, we are both
We grew up in the same place.
In the same place.
Same village.
We met together when we were
10, 11?
11, I think.
11 or 12, so those years.
Yeah.
So we are friends from a long time now. We know each other very well.
Yeah, and we began with Iron Maiden, Metallica, Pantera,
Slayer. Pantera. We were a huge fan of Pantera. I'm still a huge fan of Pantera.
Me too. So we have a lot of heavy metal baggage.
Mostly for Raphaël and I, a lot of heavy metal. For American heavy metal, a lot.
And so, you released recently a music video for the song Grey, so the single of the album, which, by the way, was premiered on Fuzz, so thank you for that. Yeah. If I'm correct, you directed it, Raphaël, right?
Not exactly. I'm working. My job is to work with image. I'm a director of photography, so I work with lights and camera. So I film the project, but it's Jules Gondry that realized that was the director of the project. So
I think he was
I re-
asking the question more like the DIY way of
Yeah,
doing it.
probably.
well,
But we had a director, yes, but most of the clips or the organizations,
Yeah.
the people who were surrounding us were close friends and things like that. We like for the album, we did a lot ourselves.
Yeah,
Yeah.
on your own as
Yeah.
much as possible.
Yeah,
Exactly. Yeah. For the.
But I mean, for the concept and the how you film, etc., how you filmed it, etc., were you the
yeah.
main person in charge, let's say?
A little, yeah. A little because I love camera, so it's my job. But I had a lot of expectation about the about the how do you say it?
You wanted to do something good. It was
that
of
represents
us,
yeah.
and
Well,
it
it's-
was the first time we
Yeah.
had a clip
yeah.
for one of our projects. So
And it's a bit complicated to be in front of camera and
Behind the scene in the
and
same
behind
time,
the
yeah.
scene, behind the camera. So that's why I have a very good team with us and with me a lot of time. And yeah, we were a lot on the music video. We were for a lot. We were about
50?
15.
15, yeah?
Yeah, 15. Yeah.
15.
Mm-hmm.
15 people,
15,
so
Still
a
good
real
team,
crew.
Yeah.
And it was very, very good.
It was exhausting, but
experience.
it was very nice because we worked with close friends. Everyone almost knew everyone, so there were not the thing you can have when you are like a customer.
Mhm.
Everyone was a friend, so it was a very good atmosphere during the whole thing. So yeah, the way we did it really represent us and our way of doing things.
Okay. And so for the for the video, you actually shot the band in an underground quarry.
Yeah.
Yeah. So how did you find this place?
Aha!
Because it looks good. It
It's
looks
a
good on camera.
mystery. Yeah. We
We have
We
a lot
can-
of places in your where we live.
exact.
Like
We
a
live
lot.
just in north of Paris in 1 hour, something like that.
Yep.
Or in the north of Paris, and we are between fields and forests, and
There is a lot of quarry
and
here
yeah, a lot
to
of
make
careers.
houses and things like that. In the past centuries,
Yeah.
there is a lot of quarries. I'm not sure it's the right
Quarries,
word.
exploitation,
Quarries. So it's like there is a quarries every 10 kilometers
Oh yeah.
at least.
At
So
least, at least.
Yeah.
everyone I know knows like 5 or 6 different
Yeah.
where to go. So that would be places when we used to drink when we were teenagers.
When we were teenagers, we were a lot in
Free parties.
free
Not free
parties.
parties,
Not free
because
parties.
the free parties is big and organized.
Yeah.
It was
No.
more like 6 friends and 3 pack of beers.
Yeah.
But
Okay.
it was more like a teenage thing,
Apéro.
not really organized.
Sometimes in carriers, sometimes in forest,
Yep.
sometimes in field too. But yeah, it was
Countryside life.
Yeah,
So overall, it was a good experience.
yeah,
Yeah, it
a
felt
lot.
like home.
Yeah,
Okay.
especially that in this career, that during the shoot, there was an ambient. I don't know.
A nice atmosphere.
a nice
I felt like home.
Very
I was.
good atmosphere.
I was very. Yeah, it was normal day for me almost. For me, it was
Yeah.
normal. It was the way, the kind of place it's normal for us to play.
Yeah.
It was intended like for us, for music. That's
Yeah.
why we say a lot about we have theoretic sound. We like the big wobble wobble. If you hear the intro of the album, Maxine and I have worked a lot on some bass things because Tremor Ama, we want to have tremors and things like that. And when you are underground in a career like this, yeah, you feel like the tremor of Tremor Ama.
In our sound, we work a lot with with not transformation, but in modelization of natural sounds like tremor, like wind, like leaves, or some things like that, something like that, and that I think it was a very good choice to shoot the band's playback for the music video in this place.
Yep.
I think it was a very good experience.
Yeah, it was pretty nice.
So you also released a live session for Eclipse earlier this year,
Yep.
which you shot in a brewery. So how did that happen?
Very well too. No, it was
Friends again?
not especially friend. We have one friend that
Walking here.
working
Yeah.
in the brewery, and it's a little brewery, a familial and local brewery.
Like craft beer brewery.
Or craft beer, yeah, like IPA, wheat beer, or
They do everything.
yeah,
From the whitest to the blackest beer. Huh?
yeah, and
So-
they are very open-minded and
They're pretty nice people.
yeah, a lot.
At first, we went there to see our friends for different stuff. We were together visiting our friend Cedric, and then
Yeah.
we went there. He showed us, do you want to visit the brewery? So yeah, why not? Why not take the tour? And when
And taste.
we were looking for a place to do a live session by the time, I had some ideas in different places, and we were working on this. And when I saw the brewery, I said, we got to play here for the live session.
And especially
you see everything, the ceiling, the
And
floor,
listen-
everything is good.
and
And
listen
the
to
reverberation.
reverb.
It was like,
The reverb was awesome. Yeah.
it was so awesome.
Yeah, the sound is very good.
Yeah,
on
we told Cedric, like, do you think we could do
Yeah.
something here?
Something here,
And he
yeah.
said, yeah, of course you can do this here.
Let's work with the Brasserie d'Orville. Yeah.
Let's do it. So we organized it. We had once again a lot of our friends who came to give some help.
Yeah.
It was in a nice place, again with friends, and the
With a
sound
lot-
was
And a lot of good beer.
yeah.
A lot of
Um,
people, yeah.
And the people from the brewery, big up au gars de la Brasserie d'Orville, gave us a lot of fucking good beer for free, just because they are nice people. So
That's
thanks
cool.
to them a lot. Go buy their beers, they're good.
La Brasserie d'Orville.
La Brasserie d'Orville.
Yeah.
All right, and so Beanies is released on your own DIY label called Salade Tomate Orient.
Exact.
So why did you choose to publish it independently, and do you plan to produce other things with this label?
For the moment, the choice that we made was that we
For me, I was with Maxime a lot into it, so I think I could answer to that. So the way we saw it, we had songs, we needed to do an album with them, and we thought, okay, we could go to a studio, we are not well known, so we can get into a label easily, so there is some financial problems, because we wanted to do something nice, not just a small album with shitty sound and stuff. And we asked ourselves with Maxime, like, we are a lot into production music.
Yeah.
Maxime is a sound engineer.
Maxime is sound engineer. That's our force too.
Yeah.
And
I'm a lot into music production. I
Yeah.
own a lot of instruments, microphones. We had Maxime and I, and asking friends for some microphones and preamplifier. We could do it, so we said, okay. The only thing we did not did ourselves was the drum
drums,
recording.
yeah.
We did record at the Yellow Room studio.
yeah, in Tinoville with Jonathan Jamet.
I think
Jonathan Jamet.
I'm not sure of his name.
Yeah.
And we begin from the drum and we build everything we're recording at my place or at Maxim's place for
Yeah.
months.
And you mastered it yourself too.
Nope.
No,
No.
We
for
did
the
mix
master,
it.
Yeah,
We did mixing it.
We mix it ourselves, but
But
for
Maxime did mix
Maxime,
the thing,
yeah.
and I have somehow assisted. Like, do you want some coffee, Maxime? So,
And for the master, we worked with Thomas de Fraguier, that is a very good sound engineer.
Yep.
At the beginning, it was only for the vinyl, and when we heard what he
did. For free.
yeah, and
What a nice guy.
we chose to keep its work for the digital platforms and for the CD.
And so, do you plan to develop the label? Do you know
Maybe
if you want
later.
to?
We are not
Yeah.
quite sure. For the moment, like for the next month, no.
Actually, we only work for this
Ourselves.
project,
Yeah.
for ourselves,
But
for this project.
maybe in the
But in the
future,
future, yeah.
because with
I would like.
with Maxime, you, and others, we did a pretty good job. We could do it for someone else,
Or we can work with other labels too.
or we could
Yeah.
work with other labels, with other people. Maybe
We can
we
can do a lot of things. I think.
we created Salad Tomatorion to Salad Tomatorion. First time I said with the accent.
Yeah.
We created
Salad Oreo.
Salad Tomatorion.
For the information, it's a joke in French when you
Buy a doner kebab.
when you buy a doner kebab, the first thing the
So
the
chef asks
say to you is
Salad
salad
Tomatorion.
tomatorion. It's like, do you want salad, tomatoes, and onions? So in French it's salad tomatorion, and we said no, just tomatoes, or no. For us it's salad tomate orion.
Like the galaxy, like hoo, we do psychedelic music. The joke is real.
It's a little joke.
Okay, great. And so, have you started planning for planning to get on the road? Some concerts,
It's a little.
possibly a tour. Still a little early.
We are on May
It's a little
2021,
complicated, yeah.
so pandemic still going. In France, gigs are big,
Yeah.
and we are not quite sure. No one is quite sure of anything, so we're not planning on touring for now. It will be too
little
difficult.
Too complicated for the
So
moment.
much complication, so much risk. But do gigs, yep. We are eager to do gigs. We want to do gigs. We are trying to organize some.
Yeah, for sure.
And at some point, yeah,
to
we
move
would really like to tour at some point.
Yeah,
Yeah.
and to move where we can too.
Yep.
So.
Book us.
Yeah.
We want to do gigs. Book us.
All right. And so now it's time for a bit of promo, I guess.
Yep.
Yeah.
Buy your album, Bandcamp.
Yeah. For the moment, the pre-orders are open, so don't hesitate to to get yours. And the album will be out on the 11th
of June.
Just
Yeah.
just have a look on Spotify, Deezer, on YouTube, or anything.
And make a copy on our Bandcamp. So it's Tremor Ama on Bandcamp. You can search it.
Yep.
and find it.
We'll put links anyway in the description and
That's lovely.
and in the article, so you
Perfect.
can people can find the music.
Yeah, really nice.
Anything you would like to add?
It was a long run, motherfucker, but we did it.
Yeah, and it was a very good. It was a very good pleasure to be here. Thanks to Morphers,
Yeah, thank you.
and thanks
Thank
to
you.
everyone
Thanks a lot.
we will work with. Yeah.
Yeah, thanks to anyone who watched the whole video. Thank you. You were the best.
You are
I mean,
All right. Well, thank you very much for coming,
it was a pleasure.
and thank you very much for watching. And we'll see you around. Bye.
Bye. See you on the road.